amphitheater monument is that it's the only Roman theater found so far in Alexandria. Theater was invented by the ancient Egyptians thousands of years before it was introduced and transported by the Greeks, then the Romans, to Europe after they've occupied Egypt. The ancient religious ideology and creed of the Egyptian was based on two essential grounds. The first one was the Osirid Creed, and the second one was the Sun Creed. Together, they formed the pillars on which the train of the Egyptian creed walked across all its old ages, in addition to the great popularity and spreading over which these mythologies achieved throughout the historical periods. The dramatic act of the mythology of Osiris is considered the oldest example of a theatrical work ever known to humanity. The events of the legend were acted yearly in the special celebrations of Osiris in Abydos in particular, and in other areas and cities in a wider scale. It was accompanied by a massive attendance of the audience. The legend of Osiris is considered one of the most important ancient Egyptian literature works, if not the most important one indeed. The oldest text source about Osiris legend goes back to what's known as the Pyramids texts, which were recorded starting from the end of the 5th dynasty. But the original roots of these texts definitely belong to much older times, maybe to the pre-dynastic period, and naturally before human knew writing and started to write down his thoughts. It's difficult though to depend alone on the Pyramids texts in what's mentioned about Osiris legend and its events, in imagining and reciting the events of the legend, for the segments that talked about that are not connected with each other, and in many times they were slightly mentioned during the description or telling of one of the events concerned with the legend.